Welcome back to the Roy Works channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on the bodywork on Ned, the CJ2A project. But in this video, along with that, because I feel like watching us sand and putting body filler on is a little bit boring, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to probably do the most important how-to that you can do with having projects is how to afford it. You know, how to afford to be able to buy these things and to be able to get money to actually buy parts for them. And how I do it is probably different than you might think. But before I continue this video, a quick disclaimer. This video is not about bragging about money, or I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give you financial advice. This is just involving all of you that have been involved in my projects, which I truly appreciate. I want to give you the whole experience and show you how this part of my life has actually been in process for many years, and you guys are actually involved in a 30-year project, a 30+ year project that has been in the works for a long time. And I really appreciate it, and I love that all you guys are here. But that's a quick disclaimer. It's not a how-to, it's not bragging. It's just a how I did it. And, you know, if it can help one of you, maybe not you, but maybe somebody else that you know that could watch this and be influenced by this, would be awesome, because it's such a basic idea, and it has helped me so much to get to this point. And I love this point. I'm really enjoying doing these projects. But enough of me talking, or you're going to hear more of me talking, but I'm going to get to work because Tracy's already to work over here. And as I'm working on it, I'll kind of explain how we're able to do this and give you the exact numbers on how much these projects have cost, so you can use it as a reference, and how much we were able to save by just doing a little change in our life over a long period of time. But thanks again, guys, for being here, and I really appreciate. I hope you enjoy this video. So the number one contributor to supplying money for these projects over the past 30 years has been not buying these, which I'm not sure what part of the country or the world you're from, but this is a coffee. We bought one this week because we've been on vacation this week, but primarily I do not buy coffees during the week. I actually bring my own coffee, which has saved me a ton of money. And let's do the math. I'll show you how that works. So just to start out, just to give you a little background, Tracy and I have always been good at budgeting our money. Together, we've never made a lot of money, but we've always tried to optimize the money that we do have. And so with that being said, I've been working as a plumber for the past 30 years. So let's say on average over the past 30 years, a cup of coffee has cost about $1. Let's say you go and have one coffee a day, which some people have two coffees. I typically only have one. And I've brought my coffee for at least 300 days out of the 365 days out of the year. So at the end of the year, that ends up being at least $300. So with that being said, at the end of 10 years, that's easily $3,000. And, you know, that can be plus or minus, maybe a little bit, you know, here and there, but that's really being modest on the amount of coffee that I think I brought. I think I actually brought it even more. But that's probably about on average. So that's not even taken into account that if you put that money in the bank and it makes interest, that would even come out to be more money. But for making it simple, for this example, I'm just gonna say, $300 a year. So at the end of 10 years, that ends up being $3,000. And so I've worked for 30 years before getting to the point of doing projects like this. So that ends up being about $9,000. So just by that one little sacrifice on a day-to-day basis, that has made it possible that I would have $9,000 to actually work on and buy projects. Originally I wanted to save that money and buy some sort of sports car, which I actually did. I ended up buying a 2006 Chrysler Crossfire, which I thought those cars were really cool when they came out. But I found once I had it and drove it a few times, it was kind of a little bit of a, I want to say like an empty feeling. Like there wasn't that investment in time and, repairing something and bringing it back to life that I really feel like I was really looking for. So I ended up selling that, getting my money back, and actually ended up buying this Scout, which we ended up fixing up first. And that was the thing that got us hooked into fixing up old cars. So, once I had that $9,000, and another tool that I've actually used over this time too is using credit card rewards. I've been using the credit card for grocery shopping, buying gas. On average, at the end of the year, it basically gives us cash rewards of about $500 a year. But I've only been doing that for the past 5 years. So that has actually definitely helped also. But we've got to this point now where we have all the vehicles and they're all paid for, and they're not finished by any means, but at least we have them. So now I'm going to walk you through the different vehicles and projects that I have going and show you about how much I have into them and how much they cost. So this is my my Jeep FC 150. It's a 1957. We bought this originally from a man in Pennsylvania, and we paid $1,800 for it. We actually went down and brought it back with a U-Haul, which was another $200. And in total, with all the parts that we put into it, we have approximately about $1,200 into this. We had to get some springs for the rear end. We got all new brakes. We bought sheet metal, but and we bought also tires. We bought used tires for it that we got from Facebook Marketplace. But at this point, that's approximately what we have into this. This is our 1967 MGB. We bought that from a man in, I would consider him a friend now, from somebody in Hudson, New Hampshire, and we paid $1,500 for this, and we've put approximately about $150 into it so far. It needs some work. It needs a new exhaust. The brakes are all good, which that's important to me. And we've done some body work to it. All that lower part there was all rusted and rotted. We redid that. But we have basically minimal money into this at this point. This is our 1961 International Scout. This was a total wreck when we bought it. We bought it for $350. We bought it in Newburyport, Massachusetts. We did mostly sheet metal work to it. The motor was in real good shape. And we have the original tires on it, which it does need new tires. But we put a new exhaust, new fuel pump, and did a lot of sheet metal work and body work to it. So in all, we probably have a total, with buying it, we probably own this for about $1,500. This is our 1953 Chris Craft mahogany boat. We actually purchased this for $1,200, and that's about all that we have into it now. We haven't done any work to it yet. The good news is with that $1,200 that basically came with almost every part that's going to be needed other than finishes, as far as like shellac or any of the wood finishes, is needed to put that all back together. It came fully equipped. It's just all apart in different pieces. And this is Ned, the CJ2A project, which you guys already know. We bought him originally for $400, and with the brakes and all the sheet metal so far, and we rebuilt the carburetor and gave it a tune-up, we have, I believe, approximately $1,000 into him so far. So we're about $1,400 into him so far. And Bruce, our dune buggy project, we bought him along with a motorcycle. We bought him for $400, and we have no money other than paint into him so far, which that's probably about $60. So you could round up, we could say that we have about $500 into him so far. So I hope this video has explained in full how I've been able to afford these projects. It has been a long time coming to get to this point, to be able to enjoy these vehicles and be able to, for the biggest, most important thing to me is been able to experience all these vehicles, the different ways they drive, the different things that I've learned about the motors and the different ways to, you know, fix body panels, to learn how to weld with MIG welding. And I gotta say, probably one of the best experiences that I didn't even know I was gonna have with restoring these vehicles is actually doing YouTube. I feel like in all the other social media, because I feel like doing these videos is similar to having the excitement of having friends and family come over and see what you've done. To be able to share it with people, and to think that some of the people that are watching this are from all different parts of the country and different parts of the world. This has been a great experience, and I want to thank you all for being here. I really appreciate all the good comments and all the positive feedback I get from everyone, and all the great information too. And I also feel like I've actually have got a lot of new great friends out of this, and I really appreciate them too. All right, guys, well, that's going to be it for today. We're done the project. It's a hot New England day today, so we're just going to finish it up with a little ice water. Just to show the end, at the end of the video, other things that have influenced our projects have been bringing our lunch to work. And this little Playmate cooler that my mother gave me back when I was 18 has been an intricate part of that. I've brought lunches for 30 plus years with this lunchbox, and it's made it so we've been able to buy our camp, or at least build our camp. But that's going to be it for today. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye guys. Have a good weekend.
Trudy, you want to get out of the sun? Come over here. Come on. Trudy, come. Trudy. Good girl. Cooler in the sun over here.